All right, we're also going to get into this was an issue, Mark, we had talked about before, but since we are coming up on November, we have Veterans Day coming up on, let's see, that'll be observed on the 10th, I guess, this year, because the 11th is a Saturday. So, Mark, we wanted to talk about the VA loan program a little bit more to kind of explain what that's about and maybe to dispel some of those myths.
Yeah, you know, Rob, we have talked about this, and it's something that I get up on the soapbox quite a bit about, especially with our referral partners, our real estate professionals, because there is this myth that these loan programs are not great, and it could not be further from the truth. What we find is that there are, you know, we're in a market where it's a scarce marketplace, so it's competitive. So what is the best offer? How do I represent my seller as best as I can, right? A cash deal with no contingencies, those are great, but maybe they're not, right? And what is the best buyer profile? I think it's the VA loan. You know, Wolfie, Greg, we got to get some folks on Veterans Voice talking about this as well, because these programs are unbelievable. And it's a benefit to the veteran, right? And, you know, these are the veterans. These is someone who, at some point in their lives, wrote a blank check to the United States of America for and up to and including their life. So, of course they ought to have benefits, and this loan program is one of them. So one of the things that we hear out there is that, well, they don't have the money, they're not bringing money to the table, because these loan programs allow 100% loan to value, right? So the idea is borrow all of what you need. This is a benefit. So the negative spin on this is that they don't have money, so they need to borrow. That's not the case at all. In fact, these folks, being as disciplined as they are, on average have way better credit than the average American borrower. So that loan to value has nothing to do with their ability to borrow. It's a benefit to them. Because they get that benefit, it should not be deemed a negative. The other thing that we see out there is people have this misconception that they have to pay some of the closing costs for the veterans. Not factual at all. You can, and we're encouraging you to, because every little bit helps, but it's not required. And then finally, there's this stigma around the appraiser who inspects the property. Well, of course, we want to make sure that the property is in suitable condition for our veterans, right? As a homeowner, you will be proud to sell your home to a veteran. And by being proud, you want to make sure that that property is in the best condition as possible. We don't want our veterans to go into a home and have to, you know, have some large expenses to upgrade the home. We want to make sure that they're going into the home and it's something that they can be proud of and be ready to raise their family if they want. But part of what they have to do is they have pest inspections, and really the standard is an average condition. So, you know, these misconceptions need to be debunked. We need to make sure that people are aware that veteran loans, the VA loans, are the best programs out there. You know, and I think part of the problem is that some of the professionals don't know how to work through that system, because it's a government system, but there are specialists. There are loan officers who specialize in VA loans, and they're an amazing program. So if you have somebody out there selling their home and you have the opportunity to sell your home to a veteran with a VA loan, do it. Do it. And Rob, I want to point out too also one of the landing pages that we have for our veterans, Homesteads for Heroes. So Styles H, the number 4H, Styles H4H. What we'd like to do is folks out there, if you don't know if you have a homestead declaration on your property, we'll do the work. We'll check it. We'll go online, and if you don't, we'll send you a homestead so that we can make sure that you have that protection that you need.
And we are just getting a text in from our good friend who retired from his talk show after many years, our good friend attorney Mark Green, who said, I used the VA home loan years ago. Fantastic program. So there you go. That's from one Mark to another.
Mark, you're a great man. Thank you for checking in.
So it's good to hear from someone
And
that actually
endorsing.
used it and says, yes, fantastic program. So the lesson is take advantage.
Take advantage and make sure to help debunk the myth that it's not a good program for a seller. So the seller who's accepting, who's lining up those offers, this is as good as they come, and you will feel really proud to help this veteran win that house, because it is a challenging market out there.
I know. I keep hearing about that. Yeah, about still trying to get some people into some houses that have been looking around here.
That's right. But let's get them in the houses.
Yeah, let's get them in the houses. All right. And again, Stiles Law on Route 139 in Marshfield. You can find out more at stiles-law.com, and also on that special landing page. Mark, you want to give that again?
Sure. It's Stiles, Stiles, H, number 4H, StilesH4H.com. And you can always reach us by phone, 781-319-1900, 781-319-1900. And I encourage people to jump on over to the YouTube page, where we have a bunch of videos, frequently asked questions, questions about loans, questions about estate planning. They're all there. You can dive in and search Stiles Law and whatever question you have, and I bet you there's a video on it.
Mark Stiles, Stiles Law. He's with us every Friday on WATD right after the news at 9. Mark, thank you.
Thank you, Rob. Have a great week, everybody.